Hello everybody, welcome back. So please ignore my ugly voice. I'm going to be using it for today's tutorial because I think it's a little bit easier than re-editing in all the titles. I have issues with mumbling my words, so please tell me if you cannot understand anything in this video. I'm sorry. I'm going to be recreating an edit which is copyrighted, so there's going to be no sound. It should be on screen right now. But it should be on my channel too. I think it is under speed edit or something like that. So yeah, it should be on there where you can see the full thing with the sound. Screenshot different parts of Roblox for the animation. I'm first just going to screenshot the plain screen, and I'm not going to crop it or anything, just going to leave it like this. Now I'm going to screenshot this, and I'm going to crop it so it just shows a black. This is just so we have the correct color Roblox home screen is. Now I'm going to screenshot the top of my screen like this, and crop it out. Now I'm going to screenshot a portion of my friends list. You can really be creative with this, depending on how many you screenshot at a time. I'm going to make sure my continue playing isn't in there right now. Okay. Next, I think I might do this half, but I'm going to... Now we're going to go to Safari, and we're going to search up Roblox logo. You can ignore my tabs. Now, I'm going to choose this one, and I'm going to screenshot all the little parts of Roblox. So first we have the R. Alright, once you finish doing it, you're going to also just screenshot the plain white. Like this. Okay. Now, you can ignore my home screen. This is a new iPad, and I have not felt like changing the background. We're going to go into CapCut. Plus, I don't know why this must... Alright. And then you're going to go to your photos, and you're going to choose the first screenshot you took of Roblox. Don't ask why, this is just for the size, because CapCut molds your first picture, the size of your project to the first picture. Now I'm also going to add in the white I just screenshotted, right here. Alright, make sure it's full screen like this. And now I'm going to click Add Overlay. And you're going to add in the different letters, like this. Delete this. I mean, I'm going to leave it there, but... Okay, try to make sure they're the same size. It might be a little difficult. I don't think that's the right all. It's going to be a little difficult to make sure they're the same size, especially because you're just pinching in and out, but... try your best. You have all of your overlays like this. It's not going to look perfect, but I tried my best. Now we're going to space them. So we're just going to stagger them a bit. So I'm going to set my O to, just so they can appear at different times. B to a little bit less than the O. And just continue to do this until you have them all a bit staggered, like that. And click animation, and I think I'll do N. And you can just choose the ones you want. So, okay, so I actually forgot to do a voiceover for this part, but basically what I'm doing is I'm just adding in, fixing the length, and then I'm going to add in a plain black screen over my other one for like the black effect. So I didn't do the entire thing because this is going to take me a while. And you might also have to re-import it. Like you have to export it and re-import it if you reach the maximum amount of overlays. But you get the idea. So now I'm going to do one of those moving overlays things. I'm not going to do the entire thing, mostly because it takes me a very long time. But I think I'll do the murder mystery one. So first I'm going to get some screenshots for my videos. So in the murder mystery one, there's somebody throwing the knife. So I'm going to go into emotes. And I think I'll do like the point one. I'm going to switch it up. Like this. Alright. I think that's pretty good. Actually, no. I'll get it more when it's pointing. Right there. Okay. Next, I'm also going to get one where the knife is hitting them. So I'm going to go... I think I use like the idle animation. Yes. Alright. So... I'm going to wait till it goes like the thing. That. Like that. Alright. Now, you're going to need to... Okay, so I also forgot to record my voice for this one too. Basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to open up the app Eraser. I think you can find it on any device. And I'm going to click Erase, and then I'm going to add in my photo. I'm going to click Erase and Target Area. Some people's skin color contrasts the background, so it's easier for them to erase. But mine is it looks very similar to the background. So you can turn down the threshold, and see part of my leg is missing. I go to Restore, and then just turn up the width. I don't like offset on mine. And then just erase that part back in. And this is kind of tedious, but after a while, it's not perfect, but after a while you'll have a good erased background. So I'm just going to erase my background, and I'll speed this up while I do it. Alright, I have some screenshots of Murder Mystery 2 in here, which I'm going to use for this one. So I'm just going to zoom in on them a bit, just so you can't see all the extra stuff. I actually couldn't find any of these on the internet, so I had to go into the game and screenshot it. Now, you're going to add in your thing as an overlay, and add in your erase photos. I actually managed to find a knife PNG. If you just look up Murder Mystery 2 knife, you should find it. So I'm going to put my character like this. I'm going to align her, and I'm going to click the little keyframe, the little thing on the track, sorry. And then you're going to go over to this button on the side, and it has like a diamond that has a plus button next to it. Click that, and then tilt your character a little bit up like that. And I'm going to go, and when the diamond is not pink and highlighted, that means you're not on it and you won't edit it. So move a little bit farther, hit the plus again, and tilt her forward. Like that. Now the issue is with size, sometimes you can pinch it and it gets smaller. You want to make sure that that stays good. Alright, that looks pretty good. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add in my knife, I'm adding it as an overlay. I managed to find a good PNG, like I said, so I'm going to add this in. And, get rid of that. Plus, in the beginning, when she tilts up with it, and then right before she tilts down, I'm going to add another overlay. Like this. And then as soon as her feet hits the ground, it's going to be off screen. The key is to put them really close to each other because CapCut doesn't have graphs like VideoStar does. To make it go faster, you kind of have to put the keyframes closer to each other. Alright, that looks pretty good. I like that. Now I'm going to crop this. Oh, I might have made it a little bit bigger actually. Alright, now I'm going to crop the background too. Alright, for this one, we're just going to have the knife flowing, going across the screen. So I'm going to re-add it in like this. Okay, make sure that's good. Start it like that. And I'll bring it on screen. And maybe I'll pitch it forward a bit. And it'll go, wait, oops. I just did that on the same overlay. So just make sure you're off the track when the overlay happens because I just did it on the same overlay. That might not make sense. Sorry, just ignore what I said. Tilt it a bit and bring it off screen. I'm going to crop it. Okay, so see what we have so far. Alright, now we're going to have a person getting hit. I probably should have made mine two different characters, but whatever. This is just for an example. Going to put her like this, line it up, add in the knife. Alright, and then let's start it right over here. Make sure it's the same, like try to estimate the same size. Don't make it small in one frame it like giant in the other. Alright, and then add it in. like that. Okay, so this doesn't perfectly correlate with the sound, but you get the idea. And then I'm going to click her, and then right around where it hits her, probably right there, we're going to make her tilt back a little bit, like she's getting hit on impact. So just going to rotate it. Try to be careful not to pinch it, because that can happen sometimes. Alright, it's not perfect, but I like that. Now I'm just going to crop everything to the correct size. And I'm going to export it. Now you're going to need this app called Megaphoto. I'm pretty sure it's for every device. It's going to load in the effects. I'm going to blur this part out just because it shows my face in it. We'll click the side button, and then there should be a little box that shows your camera roll. Click on it and go to Recents. Now choose the video you just made. And then go to Filters and go to Effect 857. Right here. And now scroll down along the bottom to this part. Right there. Alright, that's pretty good. Now click the record button. And go back into CapCut and make a new project. Okay. So there is going to be a little watermark at the bottom, but I'm just going to zoom it in. Alright, that's pretty good. So now when we're done with this, you can just export it and put it back into your main project. The only reason I did it as a separate project was so I could export it easier. So there you go.